often the task that you've set yourselves, or that people looking for a solution to a particular problem set themselves, are big, complex tasks. And one of the difficulties is finding a solution to all of the things encompassed by this big, complex task. And one of the strategies for finding solutions to this involves two processes. One is deconstruction, taking the big, complex task down to the little bits that make it up. So if we look at a chair, we've got a number of complexities. It's got to be manufactured, it's got to be comfortable, it's got to look good, a whole range of things. And so you can see that if we deconstruct the idea of sitting on something that's got a particular task about it, you can see that a chair is a relatively simple thing. And yet if you pull them all to pieces and solve them one at a time, two interesting things happen. Firstly, you get a really nice analysis of what's happening. And secondly, when you begin to pull those little solutions that you've come up to, those little relatively easy problems, then you get some interesting combinations, some unexpected combinations. And this, of course, is the nature of creative thinking.
So if we took our chair example again and we broke it down into a number of its constituent parts, and we might begin with the obvious is resting or being comfortable. Yeah. If we say, I want to be comfortable. I want to be able to be in a position where I feel comfortable. Now we might explore what that involves. Yep. Now feeling comfortable might be lying on the floor, leaning against something, suspending yourself from somewhere, or whatever.
That milk crate wasn't very
so that if we examine what it is that makes us comfortable, there's a whole range of things that we might look at or be aware of or encounter that go beyond merely just sitting in a chair. If we look at, say, the fact that a chair is usually made out of a number of different materials, then we might look at those materials individually, or we might look at them separately. We might think about what new combinations of materials we might be able to come up with.
Or perhaps even at a simpler level, you might say, well, the chair's got to hold you up in a comfortable way, but then what's holding the chair up?
Okay, so we say, well, the chair has got to be a support system of some sort.
Right.
So maybe challenging that notion that it has to support you. What happens if it doesn't support you?
Right.
In fact, could something be comfortable that doesn't support you? You might then end up with a chair that maybe gives way when you sit in it.
So if you look at your task, and you look at different aspects of it and break it down. So let's say that your task might be a social issue of some sort, and you might think, well, what are the root causes of this? What are the consequences? We've looked at it from a number of different ways. We've looked at it from the person involved in being inside that issue, or the person involved who's got to deal with it, etc. And you might think that there are financial aspects to it, that there are aspects of image or prestige or class or expectations, anything, politics, a whole range of things. And so you can see if you break down all these little aspects to it, maybe the root causes of it, maybe you break all those down, maybe you look at the possibilities of solutions, might be financial, might be you might challenge that idea as financial. But if you break them all down, look at possibilities for each one of those little bits of the problem, and then put them back together, again we come up, as I said earlier, with unexpected or innovative or creative ways of solving that problem.